Hey guys, so this video's purpose is to show you guys how I got my SMMA roofing client in the US 48 leads in his first month. As you can see right here, maximum, this is his page, and I want to show you guys kind of how I did this on my end. And this led to him closing several jobs, over 35 appointments in the first month. And if you can understand these three principles, which I'm going to show you right now, then you guys can yield results and maybe even better results. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So the first is understand your target audience. Now, this comes with doing deep niche research, and the only way to do this is to put in the hours. There are no shortcuts, kind of like the third lesson here, but there are no shortcuts to putting in the research and understanding the target audience. This is going to come with time, absolute focus, and just shutting up and doing the work. Understanding what roofing is, because how can you even sell something to roofing companies, to HVAC companies, to real estate agents if you don't even know what they're doing? And that's a lot quite often, honestly, that's a lot of times for most people in this space. They just try to make a quick buck and don't really even understand what they're doing or what they're kind of portraying and articulating when they're on the sales calls, because they lack the knowledge. And so 15 to 20 hours of just sitting down, understanding what roofing is, understanding how the insurance companies can kind of pay for someone's roof. The insurance companies make our roofing clients lose trust with them because there's a lot of insurance fraud and there's a lot of scammers, not only on our end with the marketers as well, because I know there's a lot of people out in the marketing space, but also on the end of the roofing clients. And it's funny sometimes because when roofing clients take sales calls with me, they're like, I don't really trust you guys. I'm like, yeah, I don't trust you. I don't trust you either, honestly. And no, neither do potential clients of yours, right? Because there's a lot of terrible roofers out there. And when money comes into play, guys, it's a really, really weird world when money comes into play. And a lot of people will go to so far extremes to kind of preserve or make money or whatever it is, right? So deep niche research, actually understand what you're doing. Now, there's a difference between perception and perspective. Perception is how you view the world. It's how you go about your daily life. Perspective is the objective truth of the world. And nowadays, the truth is kind of mixed and everyone's kind of lying, and the truth is kind of hard to find. So deep niche research, just spend hours just reading articles from what roofing is, how do roofing companies make money, how do people finance their roofs, just understands the industry. That's it. And what I'm trying to get across at this is when you understand what you're doing and the actual industry itself, it's going to help you media buy when it comes to the sales copy, the hook of your videos, and by extension, have greater results for your clients. And that's your job, is to get them as many leads as possible and to make them as much money as possible. And it comes with being a professional and being an expert at what you do. And also, guys, it's the exact same thing with sales calls, kind of like what I mentioned earlier. When you hop on a call with a potential roofer or whoever it is, you need to understand the audience or the target audience, what they're thinking, why they think what they think, what motivates them, and so many different underlying factors that come into play when you're on the call itself, as opposed to just a surface level BS that I kind of mentioned in one of my last videos, right? Because you want to get deep. You don't want to just talk about the surface level stuff. You want to understand the reason and the drive behind people. And honestly, sometimes why people got into roofing in the first place. You're gonna get some amazing responses too when it comes to money or family owned, or I'm at war with insurance companies. I just got off a sales call yesterday with this guy who had this personal vendetta at these insurance companies because these insurance companies come for pure profit. And this guy was like, I got into the business 30 years ago because I saw what's happening and people are just being scammed and ripped off by these insurance companies. And it's my job to be as honest and authentic as possible to potential clients of mine. And he's extremely successful. I mean, his company was doing a couple mil a year. And I'm like, that's why you got so far, because you're just seeking truth and you're doing the right thing. So same thing with the sales call, understand your target audience, and this comes with deep niche research. Second thing, guys, is see what your competitors are doing. As simple as it might sound, this is what you have to do. If you're doing e-com, if you're doing SMMA, you have to see what everyone else is doing and how you can make it 5% better. Not 100%, because you don't need that. Just 5% better. How can you make the landing page just 5% better? And there's so many different things that you can improve as you kind of start to get into this mindset. And as you're seeing ads from contractors in your area and you're clicking on them and you're going to their landing page and they're just crap, honestly. I'm from New York myself, and there's so many different roofing contractors running ads on their own that I'm just seeing on my end, and I'm reaching out to them and being like, listen, man, like, it's not good what you're doing. It's really not good. I'm clicking on landing pages and it's taking me to the website where I have to scroll like 35 seconds to get to the actual form to fill it. It's just terrible, right? So you're going to see what's good and what's not good as you kind of progress and get more experience in this field and see what everyone else is doing. And again, guys, just you don't have to be 100% better. You could just be 5% better than your competition, and that's going to yield exponential results. One small variable change can make all the difference. And it's as simple as going to Facebook or Facebook ads library and just seeing some of the roofing companies in your area, seeing if they're running ads in-house or by a marketer. You can kind of tell almost immediately if they are. And just funnel hack. Just funnel hack them, spend hours doing this, and you're going to see what everyone else is doing, what's working and what's not working. Because in the beginning of your journey, you're going to have to copy what everyone else is doing. It's extremely unrealistic and unrealistic of you to kind of be like, yeah, I'm going to do everything original. I'm going to come up with my own ideas, my own things, and make it work from the get-go. That's kind of the right idea to have in mind later on after you're done copying everyone. But in the beginning of your journey, copy, guys. Just copy, copy, copy. And then after months go by and you see what's working, what's not working, ask how you can make it better. But you can't know what to make better if you're not getting results by not copying others. And this is just going to come with time in. It's just inputs and it's just time in. There's no way around it. There are no shortcuts, and that's the truth. That's the truth. And there is proven sales copy, and it's not that hard to find. You simply go to Facebook ads library and just see what everyone's doing and how you can make it better. What words can you change? What few words can you change in the hook or in the middle or in the end of it? And how can you make this as easy for the prospects to read and to flow and to kind of touch on those emotional pain points that came from doing deep niche research? What is it that the homeowners kind of worry about or have their guard up against for these roofing companies? Is it a money thing? Is it a trust thing? Is it a relationship thing? Is it finding the right company that's going to give me a fair price and the best work? So there's so many different factors, guys, and I'm just going to keep reiterating it because it's the truth. There is no shortcut around all of this. It just comes with time in, and that's it. And like I mentioned earlier on, guys, optimize everything for success. The pixel, the landing page, instant forms. The goal of the landing page is to convert people. You're not going to convert people by putting bullshit jargon, a bunch of distractions like testimonials or pictures or anything else, or links to Facebook, Instagram, their Google page. The point of the landing page is to convert people. How do you convert people? By keeping it as simple as possible, as easy as possible for the person to fill out, and kind of guiding them to the next steps. You can be like, fill out this quick 30-second questionnaire, this quick five questionnaire, 5 response questionnaire that kind of guides them through, makes them feel comfortable and easy, and builds that trust in that relationship. But again, guys, I see too many times people just putting landing pages that are not meant for success. They're designed to fail because they just don't understand. And in the beginning of your journey, I don't blame you, but if you keep doing this, if you keep making the same mistake over time, then something's wrong with you. And that's it, guys. Now, the media buying itself, the videos, the images, test everything. That's the truth. Test everything. And like I spoke about in one of my earlier videos about media buying, you really never know what might work, or what might not work. Some things you think that are going to suck might actually work. And that starts with actually putting it out there and trying and testing everything. And in this game, speed is everything. You're going to see what works and what doesn't work by the speed of how fast you test things. So I hope these 3 principles when it comes to media buying shows you guys what to do. Now, if you guys want a video on the actual videos and the images and the sales copy that I'm using, let me know. But for the most part, guys, this is how everything works. And it's not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. because that's it. So I hope this 10-minute video shows you guys a little bit in the minds of how I think about things and what you guys should take following this video on how to get better results for your clients. Because if you can't get results, they're going to churn, and it's not fun. That's not fun, losing clients and them being pissed at you and you rethinking your whole life and asking whether or not it's actually possible to get results. So you don't want that to happen. And the way to prevent that is to implement these steps. So I hope this helps, guys, and that's all. Peace.